A country smaller than Liverpool just reached the FIFA World Cup knockout stage. No wins, just 3 draws. And their goalkeeper is 40 years old, and his nickname is Granny. This is Cape Verde, and this is the most insane underdog story at the 2026 World Cup. Here is how the World Cup group stage works. Every team plays 3 games. The top 2 teams from each group go through. Simple. Cape Verde were in Group H alongside Spain, Uruguay, and Saudi Arabia. On paper, the easiest path for Cape Verde was to finish 3rd or 4th and go home with a good experience. Nobody, and I mean nobody, expected them to qualify. Spain were European champions. Uruguay were 2-time world champions. Cape Verde were ranked 67th in the world and had never played a World Cup match in their entire history. The math said they had no business being here. Football did not care about the math. So why did Cape Verde even qualify for this World Cup in the first place? Because they earned it the hard way. Through the African qualifying rounds, they won 7 games, drew 2, and lost just 1. Their coach, Pedro Bubista, built a team around one simple idea: be impossible to beat. Defend deep, stay compact, be disciplined, make the big teams work for every single inch. And when you get a chance, take it. It sounds boring on paper. On the pitch, it was anything but. Match 1, Cape Verde versus Spain. European champions, one of the best teams in the world. Spain had 27 shots. They hit the crossbar. They brought on teenage superstar Lamine Yamal in the second half. Cape Verde's 40-year-old goalkeeper Vozinha, nicknamed Granny since childhood, because he used to run to his grandmother when he got knocked around playing football as a kid, saved everything. 7 saves, 6 from inside the box. Man of the match. His social media following jumped to 9.9 million overnight. Spain, 0. Cape Verde, 0. Match 2, Cape Verde versus Uruguay, 2-time world champions, and this time Cape Verde actually scored. 21st minute, Kevin Pina stepped up to a free kick from 30 yards and drove it low straight through the middle of the defensive wall into the bottom corner. Cape Verde's first ever goal in World Cup history. They were winning. Then Uruguay hit back and went 2-1 up right before halftime. Looked like the story was over. Then the 61st minute happened. Uruguay defender Matías Oliveira tried to play a casual pass across his own penalty box. Cape Verde forward Helio Varela intercepted it, took 1 touch and scored. The defender handed them the equalizer on a plate. Cape Verde 2, Uruguay 2. Match 3, Cape Verde versus Saudi Arabia. The situation was simple. Get a draw while Spain beat Uruguay at the same time and Cape Verde go through. 90 minutes of pure nerves. Saudi Arabia had chances. Cape Verde missed a sitter in the 48th minute that nearly ended everything, but they held on. In the other game, Spain scored against Uruguay. One of the Cape Verde players found out by checking a mobile phone on the bench. They erupted. 0-0 was enough. Cape Verde were through. And here is where the story gets even more ridiculous. Their reward for not losing to Spain, Uruguay, and Saudi Arabia is a round of 32 match against Argentina, reigning world champions. Lionel Messi, the team that has won back-to-back World Cups. The match is on July 3rd in Miami. The same Saudi Arabia that famously beat Argentina at the last World Cup in Qatar. The biggest upset in recent World Cup history is the team Cape Verde just eliminated from the group stage to set up this fixture. Football writes its own jokes. 3 games, 3 draws, 0 wins, 0 losses. Cape Verde became the smallest nation in history to reach the World Cup knockout rounds, the first African debutant ever to advance from the group stage. The first team since Chile in 1998 to qualify without winning a single game. Vozinha became only the 3rd goalkeeper over the age of 40 to keep multiple World Cup clean sheets ever, alongside England legend Peter Shilton and Italy legend Dino Zoff. A 40-year-old nicknamed Granny is now one of the most famous goalkeepers on the planet. If you are new to football and someone asked you why billions of people are completely obsessed with this sport, show them Cape Verde. A tiny island nation of 500,000 people walked into the biggest tournament on earth in their very first appearance and made the whole world stop and watch. They have not won a single game. They are already in the history books forever. Next up, Argentina and Messi. Nobody gave Cape Verde a chance before this tournament either. Subscribe, because you clearly like football now.